Hey guys, how's it going? Hunter here. Um, so this video is another defensive video, and we're going to use WaR as an example this time. They just had a duel with Indo from 621. Unfortunately, they lost, but it took Indo the full length of the duel to do this much damage. So, not bad considering how much bigger Indo is. They have one player with T9 archers that was kicking me off tiles, which was a pain in the ass, so just goes to show. But WaR is in a very good position because EL3 is right here, Fen, and WDV, the WaR Academy. Li4 is over here. So what the benefit is these alleys. So an alley between Li4 and WDV. An alley between the Academy and Fen. Another alley between Fen and EL3. The attackers are forced to come through one of these three alleys. And because of the weakness in the tile wall between LRF and FR4, which is over here somewhere, yeah. Yeah, they're out here can't be pushed any farther. This is the most likely place for them to come through is either on the left side of LRF or on the right side of LRF. I know in the Elk Academy, twice they've come on the right side of LRF. They've been able to find somewhere. So then they come through LRF over this way to hit the Academy of Elk EL3. But what we have been doing in Elk after some review is really trying to utilize these alleyways as defensive stands. All these red castles are farms that are C19 plus in this alleyway between PF1 and EL3, which we identified as the main route that attackers like to take because it's much longer to go between our three farm alliances in the wall. We have PF1, EFK, and EKL. So this is a really long route to go along the wall, and it's narrow the entire way. So because of that, we've been focusing on these alleyways, and we have a line of alliance tiles also. So we can punch holes as needed to drop more farms in place, or we could also start to engage them once they reach this line. But the thing that the farms do, it's more than stalling. If we look at the tile path from Indo, they were punching holes the entire way. And I was able to actually block a few of them with my Academy account. But the giveaway is when they start tiling sideways instead of straight forward. That's because they're looking for a hole to punch. So right here, this is the road they were making, and they want to go in this direction. If you're a defender and you see them go for this tile, or this tile, you have to know that what they really want to do is punch this tile and open up a spot for a castle. And the players that are on the defensive team have nothing to do that when they're this far away from the Alliance Center. There's no reason why they shouldn't be looking for hole punchers and trying to stop that. Because without the hole punchers, they're not going to move as fast as they did. And even though they were moving at a good clip, they barely made it. They only took out 2 rows of buildings before the timer expired. And looking at the map, I would say this is in general going to be the way that opponents are going to want to travel, so I would focus on this. There's also a lot of support from Fen, because they're a reset alliance. So I would focus on these 2 alleyways between Fen and the WaR Academy, and Fen and the Elk Academy. And those farms have to be C19, so they're not dragon shouted. It is possible to share login information if someone has a few C19 farms and they can't be on for the duel, or they're preoccupied in offense, or it's just too many farms for them to handle. I don't think you're going to have many opponents that want to come this way, just because it's a much longer march. I mean, they still would have to get past Gur and LI4 Farms. LI4 is a really good tile network on this side between their farms, their academy, and their main alliance. So really it's just going to be this alleyway and this alleyway. They're going to need sporadic alliance tiles from the main alliance, and then some randomly placed C19 farms, or if anyone has accounts that are also in the academy, those accounts should be placed in this alleyway. And if you can get those hole punchers to be minimized at least, you're good to go. And also just be watching. If you can't tile and block the path, like where was I talking about before? So let's say they want to punch this tile and you don't have anything nearby. Grab one of your farms and be ready to teleport and try and steal that. The way the game works is you have to wait for them to occupy the tile. Then you have to choose the option to teleport. If you have your castle waiting as they take the tile, it's going to stay red even though the tile's gone. Sometimes if I have a bad connection, it won't let me do that. So what I'll do is I'll quickly favorite the spot, go into my castle as the march lands, come out, go to my spot, boom, try not to mess up the buttons, and it's 2-3 seconds. Considering all the help from the other alliances in the state, especially Fen, I think that WaR can be very successful and probably with a few minor adjustments could have prevented Indo from reaching the buildings, and then it just would have been a war of attrition. Who gets more points taking tiles? And Indo's a strong alliance. 10 million C25. The Emperor was just here. He's in that alliance. 30 million power with T9 archers. Not bad. I mean, we have a really good built-in defense network, so in this state. That's all. Okay, better luck next time, guys.